Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another edition of the Papa D's Cooking Show. Today I'm going to do a roast chicken for you, but in a bit of an unconventional way. So what I need to do is, firstly, I know my wife does this at home. She pre-cooks the chicken, boils it with some of the spices so to get that fowly taste out of it, and then she cuts it up, puts it into the oven, bakes it. The sauce goes all over the show. It's quite a mess. So I'm trying to do this for you quite quickly and easily and efficiently, and more so I want to try and retain all the stock and the juices that come out of here. So what I'm doing is I've used half a chicken here for the show. You can obviously do a full chicken. It doesn't matter if all the meat doesn't contact the bottom of the burner. You'll also notice I kept it in water because I want that moisture to stay. And I'm now going to show you what to do with this chicken. I also need the skin on, so don't just cut it anywhere. The most important part that needs the skin is your breast portion. So I'm going to cut it in a way that all the skin on the breast portion still remains there. There we are. The breast portion still has all the skin on. Right, on here, I'm going to give it a few very vital cuts. One is on the joint here. I'm not dismembering it, but it's important to cut it here so that the blood that's stuck in the blood that is now stuck in the chicken after slaughter will now have an escape route. Another thing for the flavor, I'm just going to crack the bone, still leaving the chicken intact. The bone is cracked. I want that flavor to come through. There's also another big bone here, which is the thigh bone. I'm going to crack the thigh bone as well, so that can come through. That's ready. On this side, on the wing end, I'm going to give it a bit of a cut, the joint between the wing and the breast itself. Also, when it's cooking, it's nice if it's a flat piece. Cracking the bones here and there. And there we are. My chicken's ready. Now, I am going to have this in a bit of a sauce. It'll create that sauce with this. Again, I'm not using any water at all. The sauce will then comprise of the spices that I have here. And today I'm going to do it as a mustard and vinegar sauce. So in my spices, I have mustard, some I always use either clove or cinnamon to get that fowly taste out. I've got white vinegar, some red chilies, aromat absolutely necessary, and some salt. I'll be using the butter later when I grill the chicken to just brown it and crisp it on the top. I'll also be using some roast potato in my dish, and I'll be using some mushrooms. But they all go in different phases, and I'm going to start off firstly by turning my stove on. You'll see it's on heating now. I've got my oil in. I'm going to add in my spices, my cinnamon firstly, and then I'm going to use about 2 full spoons, make it 3 full spoons of mustard. I want a bit of a bite to it, so I'm going to put in a full teaspoon of red fine chilies. As I've said, just check the chilies you use. Some of them are very strong, some are very mild. About just a pinch of salt, because more than the salt, I need the aromat. So here I'm going to use a full 2 teaspoons of aromat. This is going to help my sauce to become thicker. And now I'm going to add in half a cup of vinegar. My sauces are ready. In here, all the spices are in. They're dissolved. You can already get the aroma of the mustard and vinegar coming through. And now, I'll add in my chicken. As I said, if you are using a lot more chicken, don't worry if it doesn't have any contact with the base of the pot. And there we are. that's ready. And while that's still simmering, I'm just going to add in a potato because I'm going to serve it with some roast potato wedges. I'm using an up-to-date potato. You notice how well it's sticking to this. Put that in. Bismillah. And I'm ready to close the pot. I'm setting the timer where it says chicken, and that should be around 15 minutes. And now I can go ahead and get something else prepared while the pot looks after the meal for me. So here we have it. My cooker is done. I'm just going to switch off. My machine is ready to open. And here we have it. Firstly, I'm just going to remove my chicken. I'm just coating my mushrooms in the sauce. And I will be serving this with pap. Here we have that. I'm going to pour on the thickened gravy over here and then put it back into the oven and grill it and get it golden brown. Now what I want to do here, you'll notice it's already a nice thick gravy. I'm going to pour it over all this here. The gravy is going to thicken further once it goes under the grill. So you'll have a nice thick gravy to have with your pap. Your chicken is so well done, believe me. If it stayed another few minutes, it'll actually be coming off the bone. That's how well cooked it is. And because of the spices that I've put in, like the cinnamon and cardamom, you won't get that foul taste in it. There we go. I'm going to pop this into the oven quickly. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave that in there for a few minutes till the skin crisps nicely on the top. And we get that nice golden brown and the sauces all stick together onto the chicken. All right, now my chicken has been in the oven for about 5 minutes under a grill which I had preheated. Let's see what the results are now. If you want to, you could actually add some butter on the top as well if you want that extra buttery flavor. And now I can just call Chef Proud to bring along the pap, and then we can serve this meal. You'll notice the mustard has crisped up nicely on the top here, and on the potatoes as well. You're getting the nice burn on the top there. Chef Proud. There we are, freshly prepared pap. Some red chilies on the top. Okay, there you go. All right, so there we are. Our roast chicken with roast potatoes and mushrooms served with pap, which Chef Proud has just prepared for us very quickly. And as you can see, the gravy has thickened up quite nicely. You will be able to have it with your pap, but believe me, the taste is going to be something you've never tried before. Because firstly, the chicken has cooked in its own juices. You know, I didn't add any water. So it's cooked in its own juices, and over that, we've now grilled it up to dry it and reduce all the water in there. So you've only got all the flavor locked in here. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So that'll be all from us. And until we see you the next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.